Friends, preserve history. Perhaps this phrase may seem pretentious and unnecessary to some. After all, history is not nature or works of art or natural resources that are replaceable. History has already happened. It's gone. It ended. It's in the past. And only the stories about it remain in the books. Unfortunately, there are no recollections of any kind about many events that happened on our planet. And it's not just ships, huts, palaces, and cities that have disappeared, but also entire civilizations with their own languages, writing, culture, and art. They ceased to exist, leaving no trace behind. The sands of the Sahara are fraught with secrets and mysteries, which even scientists can't always understand. During its many thousands of years of existence, the Sahara has swallowed up many civilizations. 20,000 years ago, this place was perfect for building cities, but then the sands began to advance. Only after modern technology was invented did it become possible for archaeologists to penetrate deeper into the secrets hidden under the surface and the dunes. Thus, the archaeologists have found the lost fortresses of the Garamantes and evidence of the existence of 2-meter-high giants. Thanks to satellite observation, scientists managed to find traces of a previously unknown civilization. About 100 fortresses seem to have belonged to the Garamantes, the ancient people of the Sahara, who built their state at the end of the 2nd millennium BC, 4,000 years ago. The exact origin of the Garamantes is unknown, but most historians believe that it was the advancing sands that caused the decline of this once great civilization. A backpacker walking through the Sahara would only notice the hills. Seeing the whole eye of the Sahara is only possible from space. The structure is a series of giant rings, each about 50 kilometers in diameter. The age of the object is estimated at 2.5 billion years. Scientists insist this structure is actually just a product of nature. The scientists discovered their remains at the Gobero site. The giants existed approximately 10,000 years ago, when the Sahara was full of water and life. What attracted the people of the Kiphian culture to Gobero was a large lake which could always provide food. Judging by the information that could be restored, the Kiphians were distinguished by well-developed muscles and an impressive height, which often exceeded 2 meters. This culture disappeared from the face of the planet about 8,000 years ago during one of the droughts in Africa. Between the 6th and 4th millennium BC, another civilization seems to have existed in the Nabta area. Somehow, the local tribes managed to figure out the patterns in the movement of stars, which helped them organize their life. Archaeologists found a megalithic structure at Nabta, which was built 1,000 years earlier than the famous Stonehenge. It is believed that the composition depicts the stars of Orion's belt. There's also giant geoglyphs scattered at the northern edge of the Sahara. The images are only visible from the air and have a common theme. The same kind can be found in Syria, Yemen, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. The researchers argue that the Sahara wasn't always a desert. Once upon a time, there were rivers flowing in it, and the dry riverbeds are proof of that. One of these arteries was discovered from space. The photograph shows that the Tamanrasset River flowed into the Atlantic Ocean. It is assumed that the river dried up about 5,000 years ago. If this hadn't happened, it would be among the oldest rivers in the world today. Also, the remains of ancient whales, sharks, and turtles have been reportedly found in the desert. Their abundance leads scientists to the assumption that there once used to be an ocean where the desert is now. So the Sahara is still fraught with many mysteries. No one knows what else is hidden under its sands and whether we'll ever be able to find answers to all of these questions.